right, so this is kind of breaking news. I got this alert about 30 minutes ago, and this relates to a video I posted about 2 weeks ago around the 1099K rule. So the older rule, so before 1/1 of 2022, if someone kind of sells stuff on Etsy, on eBay, on Airbnb, and it was $20,000 or more, 200 transactions or more, they were going to get a 1099K from those marketplaces, and then those marketplaces would send a copy to the IRS. And essentially, the IRS knew how much you made, thus you got to report that on your tax return. Then at the beginning of 2022, the IRS says, nope, we're going to change this. We're going to lower it from $20,000 down to $600. So if you made $1,000 on these platforms, you're going to get a 1099K from these platforms, and the IRS is going to get a copy. So with the IRS getting a copy, they're going to expect to see this somewhere on your tax return. Well, this caused an uproar. There was a lot of confusion. What if, I got paid and it was just family pay, it wasn't related to a business? How would the IRS know? How would these platforms know? Just a lot of confusion. Plus, the IRS has millions and millions of these forms. They're backlogged already. For them to process all these forms and kind of keep track of everything, I think they felt, a little overwhelmed. So 30 minutes ago, they made a change. And they said that we're going to go back to the old rules, which is a $20,000 limit. So I think everyone that saw my earlier video were kind of upset with the newer rules. So I think they're going to be happy with the newer rules that just got passed. So now keep in mind that in this article, and I'm sure if you see any other articles out there, even if you got paid $600, $1,000, $5,000, even though you're not getting the 1099K, you still got to report that on your tax return, because if you ever get audited, that's one of the first things they're going to look for, and they'll be able to see this through bank statements and stuff like that. So I guess the short, response to all this is we're going back to the older rules, $20,000 or more, 200 transactions or more. If you're kind of meeting those threshold marks, you're going to get a 1099K. If you're below that, you're probably not going to get a 1099K. So we'll see what happens. Any questions, leave them in the comments below. Thanks.